and welcome to another edition of Hawaii Goes Fishing. We have some great stories to share with you in the next hour. The Hawaii Ocean Expo brings ocean-related interests together under one roof. It also hosts a unique fishing tournament for the first time, the GT Masters. The history of fishing in Hawaii is kept alive with the help of Brian Funai, who collects old stories and photos. And we join Ken and Pete aboard the Rainbow Star as they hunt for Ono. Dave Lancaster gets a handy tackle tip from Jaron Luke and a tasty real recipe from Audie Kimura. And Mark Kimura chats about radios in boating basics. Keep your ratchets on. We're about to see a few hooks get set right here on Hawaii Goes Fishing.
The attendance was amazing for the Ocean Expo. This is our first one and we're so happy. The vendors are happy. We had thousands and thousands of people from families, kids, old, young. Everybody got the flavors of what we had.
In conjunction with the Ocean Expo is the GT Masters Tournament. It's a centerpiece of the show, intended to help popularize the sport of fishing.
The tournament's called GT Masters, GT standing for Giant Trevally. We really wanted to create a tournament that was based similar to like the Bass Pro events and treat the tournament as a sport rather than just a hobby. So that's why we did so much to build the tournament up and the whole display and the award ceremony and having it here at the Hawaii Ocean Expo. Tying in with the Hawaii Ocean Expo, the expo itself is to spread awareness and education for all types of fishing, diving, surfing, just water-related sports. We're celebrating the ocean. Main goal with this tournament is to promote fishing. And fishing with families and everything, you can still treat it as a sport and have a good time.
For this first ever GT Masters tournament, Chad Yasimura and his son Kapu are setting their lines from their favorite place along a windswept shoreline.
This is where I fish pretty much whenever I can, only because of the people over here. It's just the regulars, we always get together. It can be productive like any place else, but you just gotta put in the time, put in the bait, and hopefully you get lucky. How I got into fishing was my dad got me into fishing. My dad's a fisherman. Way back then when we were younger, money was kind of tight. So, recreation was going down to the beach, yeah? And, there's not like now you get so much movies, you get different stuff. Back then, recreation was going to the beach from Friday to Sunday. So that's what we grown to do.
Trying to catch bait for tonight to slide. Basically, we're trying to catch nenui or any other bait fish. My dad used to take me just like crambles and stuff. I would only just sit there with my handful on the side in the ponds and pretty much just catch the bogies and small hina there. And then now going for big game, trying to catch nenua. Else that bites.
Not long after the baits are sent down, Chad's pole goes off.
Everybody enjoys a good tournament. what it does is it promotes fishing. It gets everybody all hyped up, wanting to go fish. It's a good format. I like it. There's a lot of hard work though for the guys putting it on. Everybody's got to use 60-pound casts, so that kind of gives everybody a fair advantage. Everybody's only got 3 poles, can go on the military bases. So overall, it's pretty good. Fish, fish, fish. No, Batman.
Next on Hawaii Goes Fishing, honesty is the best policy.
Hi, welcome to Nankos. How can I help you?
For 50 years, Nanko Fishing Supply has been the go-to place for all your tackle needs. Whether it's shoreline, trolling, diving, bait, ice, or beverages, Nanko has it all. Nanko Fishing Supply, your one-stop fishing shop on the windward side. Go fish. Find one of these and get one of these. The Pacific Island Fisheries Group is conducting an o'eel tagging program, and you can help. If you catch an o'eel with a green tag like this, call 265-4962 or email pacificfisheries@gmail.com. Find out how far your fish traveled, how much it grew, and how many days it has been tagged. You'll get a t-shirt featuring artwork by the late artist and fisherman Mike Sakamoto. So watch for the green tag, and please kokua to help Hawaii's fisheries. We are on board the Kaylee Y right now, heading out to Shelter Island here in Alaska for what promises to be a very exciting and amazing fishing experience. Your Alaska Reel Adventure is just a phone call or a click away. Get in touch with Alaska Reel Adventures and come experience this for yourself. I did. And it's a lot better than this.
When your day begins, we've already been fishing. The catch is hauled. Ice chilled, premium quality fish. Producing for our islands. And beyond, all before you open your eyes. Comprehensively managed, highly monitored, healthy seafood. Hawaii Longline Association.
When we last saw Chad, he was on the rocks trying to boost one in for the GT Masters tournament. Chad is maintaining firm pressure over the past several minutes, keeping the fish from taking more line. The GT Masters tournament is a bit different from most other shoreline tournaments. Whenever someone lands an ulua, a team of roving judges has to verify it soon after it's landed.
When you catch an ulua, you gotta call up the hotline and the guys come inspect the fish. It's just to prevent people from abusing the system, yeah? You know, like, you always hear people about going on the boat, catching ulua on the boat. But like these guys, they say, you know, okay, I caught them at Mokulea, so they can go meet you down there, and then, you know, just to verify where you caught the fish. If somebody calls in a fish at 3:30 in the morning, you know, they're committed to go down at 3:30 in the morning, yeah? So, but yeah, it's a good thing though. A lot of hard work. I give a lot of props to those guys. Okay, Batman. I don't know. See him? Yeah, I see him.
Batman. That refers to a manta ray or stingray because their wings resemble a bat. What's on Chad's line might not be a fish after all.
It turned into a fish. See, over there. Yeah. Next one. Probably would be a good thing in the future is if they can make a kids category, and that way we can get the keiki to get into fishing, yeah, which is probably what we need. Fishing, like surfing and everything, is like a dying sport. We're surrounded by water, so like my son, he really likes to fish, so we got to get all the kids involved. Well, unfortunately, we didn't catch anything this time around, but that's fishing. Like I said, we came out here, we had fun, good company. I mean, you're not gonna always catch fish. You might come here later on today in the evening and you're gonna catch one fish. Who's to say when you're gonna catch a fish, right? So, but yeah, overall it's good. Like it's excuse to go out and go fish.
It's Sunday morning. Time to clean up and head over to the Blaisdell Center to see what comes up at the weigh-in.
Did you guys think fishing or golf is a bigger sport? But in actuality, fishing is actually bigger than golf and tennis combined. So we got some good stuff going on. So we have some amazing products and companies here.
At the side of the stage, fishermen deliver their coolers to volunteers who log the verified entries.
24 3/4.
6.65.
One of the fish brought to the scale wasn't part of the competition.
During this tournament, we had an entry go fishing with his friend. The friend ended up catching an ulua.
It was his friend's first ulua, and he just wanted to see how much it weighed.
He could have easily have gone and given his fish to his friend and let the friend enter the fish.
Instead of sneaking it in, they let the judges know the fish wasn't a qualifier.
But both of them were honest fishermen, true fishermen, and they came forward.
You guys, that's awesome what you guys did. Thank you. Keep it real. Yeah, keep it real. Thank you very much. Matt, you gotta smile. You're gonna be on Hawaii Goes Fishing too. You'll be famous after this. Honest Matt is gonna call you.
21 even.
21 pounds.
The guy wanted to just take his picture on stage with his first ulua. We were more than happy to, and we ended up giving him a prize just for being honest, and we really, really appreciate that.
Everybody, this is Rodney Zoo, part of the Zoo Brothers, who put this all the prizes together. I want to thank Rodney for that, and of course, for all the prizes and setting up this tournament and helping us out.
I guess honesty is the best policy. That's what I wanted to make it a point to present this round to Matt for being honest. Anyway, Matt, here.
And we hope that will teach the younger fishermen coming up to be the same way during these tournaments.
That chunk over there is an inland shark. That's the gap. We might need some help putting this one up on the raft.
55.7.
55.7 pounds.
first annual tournament, the response was great. As far as fine-tuning the tournament, we've definitely learned a lot from this year. Thank you to Atlapac who helped us out. Like, it's so much. Atlapac has done such a great job helping us, walking us through this tournament. We don't know everything, and we know that, and we appreciate all the input on the forums and helping us out, because we are here to grow the sport, to make this tournament the premier tournament every year, the GT Masters Cup.
Coming up next, preserving the heritage of fishing through tales and photos.
Ancient Hawaiians drew life from the sea. The ocean was a physical and spiritual resource. Guided by a sacred philosophy of conservation, they lived in balance with their environment. Fishing was a way to provide for their families and connect with the power of the ocean. Many individuals and families still use fishing to maintain a strong connection with Kika'i. Fishing is a way of life, a way to bring friends and family together. It binds us to an ancient native tradition, Hanapa'a.
In Hawaii, fishing means food.
For us, we like locally caught fresh ahi.
Our fish is our culture. You know, local people, that's what we eat every day.
You know, for our customers and our employees, we need fish.
If we lose that, we lose a lot. You know, a lot of the Hawaiian culture and a lot of good grinds too.
Please help preserve our access to our fishery.
When your day begins, we've already been fishing. The catch is hauled. Ice chilled, premium quality fish. Producing for our islands. And beyond, all before you open your eyes. Comprehensively managed, highly monitored, healthy seafood. Hawaii Longline Association.
Brian Fanai is a catch and release kind of guy, but there's one aspect of fishing where he never throws them back. The moon is still out as Brian Fanai and his daughter Shannon head out for some early morning o'io fishing.
Well, we come here early because the o'io tend to bite right at sunrise. So we try to be here before the sun comes up so that we have our bait in the water by the time the school comes through. When you talk to most of the o'io fishermen, that's what they usually tell you. We've always done what the older surfcasters have taught us, so come out early, finish early, and you got the rest of the day to do stuff.
While Brian hands down the traditions of fishing down to his daughter, he is also preserving pieces of the past.
This is your lucky pole, right? What have you caught with this?
He's made a hobby out of collecting photographs and recording some of the personal histories of local fishermen who lived this lifestyle as far back as the 1930s.
My interest in fishing history, or shoreline fishing history here in Hawaii, kind of got started with my grandfather, talking with him about fishing that he used to like to do in the 1930s and 1940s. A lot of people know my grandfather, Francis Funai, for his baseball coaching experience. he used to go a lot with his fellow coaches at St. Louis, Charlie Fat Fernandez. And so when I was little, I would hear about his fishing experiences, and we would talk a little bit about it. And he would tell me all his fishing stories. And at some point, I tried remembering them all, you know, so maybe one day I could tell, you know, other people, my kids, about what he used to do. And I thought at some point I better write this down because I'm going to forget a lot of it. And that's kind of how the writing part started. After I talked to my grandfather quite a bit and had accumulated enough material, Chuck Johnson from Hawaii Fishing News asked me if I wanted to do a column. I really had no experience doing that, but it seemed like a good way to record the information that I had heard, and so I was able to do that for a few years. Now, on an occasional, you know, basis, I still have some stories that I can, you know, that I want to record, and helping Lawai'a magazine occasionally. I became interested in the time period that he was telling me about, which was the 1930s. Right after ulua fishing, you know, really became popular. I'm trying to look for something as old as I can. You know, I know that ulua fishing in Hawaii started around 1920, in the 20s. The road around Coco Head that leads to Bamboo Ridge and several other places wasn't built until the early 1930s, I believe. Prior to that, people used to use donkeys to carry their stuff, or just, you know, hike it in. Those spots were known before, or they were fished before the road was constructed. But in terms of changes over the years, you know, there's been some technological changes that to the gear, but surprisingly, things haven't changed too much. We still use, you know, 13, 14-foot surf casting rod and a certain size reel. Some of the tackle that people used 20, 30 years ago, we still use today. You know, people find it reliable. Things were developed specifically for Hawaii way early on, and things like slide bait tackle, and they're reliable, so we still use them today. As time has gone on, you know, I really started considering collecting things from my friends who, when we fished, you know, it's already been 25 years ago. so it's kind of a, yeah, I guess I'm turning into an antique.
Where'd it go?
If it lands out there, you can kind of like just twitch the rod so that it does this instead of this. You know what I mean? People have been really nice, you know, in sharing their stories and photographs, and it's been a really, you know, fun experience for me. But I get a lot of things that just sort of pop up out of the blue, and they have connections to things that I'm looking for. So it's a religious subject, so I guess I have to kind of believe that there's some otherworldly help, you know, in helping us find this kind of stuff. So we have to, you know, at least be thankful that these things unearth themselves for us.
And now, Dave Lancaster and Tackle Tips, brought to you by Hanapa'a Hawaii.
We're here at the Hanapa'a Fishing Company in Pearl Ridge with another tackle tip, but this time for you guys who are casting off the rocks and you don't want to get wet. We got a dry shirt here. Brother Jaron, tell us about this dry shirt. What does it do?
Well, this is a dry shirt that when you go ulua fishing on the rocks or trolling and it's rough, there's lots of salt spray or rain.
Yeah.
Water just beads right off of this shirt.
Oh, back in the old days, we never used to have this. We just took the shirt off with our chests out there in the sun, water splashing. You felt like a man.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
These you get pretty cold out there when the salt spray and that rain, so we like to wear this shirt. And
also the sun too can damage your skin.
If it's sunny, this is a UV protectant up to 50 SPF.
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, well, let's see what it does. How does it work?
So I'm gonna pour a little water on this shirt.
Okay. Wow.
As you can see, it just slides all around the material without soaking into it.
So this is like when your kid's at home and it's raining, you can just have them sit at home with your shirt and put the water on and play all day like this, yeah?
It's an instant babysitter.
Instant babysitter. Or like, you know, if you're taking care of a little baby and it likes to spit up a lot, you just wear this and whew, it stays dry.
Or a messy eater, stain defender.
Brother who drools a lot, he's drinking his sodas, you know. Perfect stuff. Multi-use dry shirt there. Okay, so what else colors you guys got here?
Oh, we also have a gray here and a black.
Okay. And this is the daytime one, the blue. This is the cloudy day one, and this is the nighttime one. Now, how do you wash something like this?
You wash it in cold water in a machine, and then you just hang it out to dry, out of the sun, out of the direct sun. Anyway.
Out of the direct sun. And I guess I take it dries pretty quickly?
Yes.
There's a dry shirt like that. Okay, so it comes in these different colors, different sizes, and I understand this one is kind of like a long sleeve?
Yeah, we also have this long sleeve shirt right here.
Okay.
Looks like your size of.
If I can fit into this, I'd be really happy. Okay. I don't want to show off my rippling fat, you know. But anyway, there it is, a dry shirt. And you can get this, of course, at many locations, especially here at Hanapa Fishing Company, Pro Ridge. Brother Jared, mahalo.
Audie Kimura cooks up today's fresh catch next in Real Recipes.
Hi, welcome to Narcos. How can I help you?
For 50 years, Nanco Fishing Supply has been the go-to place for all your tackle needs. Whether it's shoreline, trolling, diving, bait, ice, or beverages, Nanco has it all. Nanco Fishing Supply, your one-stop fishing shop on the windward side. Go fish! We are on board the Kaylee Y right now, heading out to Shelter Island here in Alaska for what promises to be a very exciting and amazing fishing experience. Your Alaska Reel Adventure is just a phone call or a click away. Get in touch with Alaska Reel Adventures and come experience this for yourself. I did. And it's a lot better than this.
You know, I've been fishing all my life, and spearfishing is what I like best. And spearfishing with scuba, you know, harvests fish that most free divers can't reach. It's very selective. There's no bycatch. There's only so much that you can catch with a tank. Even within the inside of the reef here at Honolulu Bay, you'll see thousands of pounds of fish. You know, these fish are thriving in this ecosystem. And you know, at the end of the day, it's really about feeding families.
Find one of these and get one of these. The Pacific Island Fisheries Group is conducting an o'eo tagging program, and you can help. If you catch an o'eo with a green tag like this, call 265-4962 or email pacificfisheries@gmail.com. Find out how far your fish traveled, how much it grew, and how many days it has been tagged. You'll get a t-shirt featuring artwork by the late artist and fisherman Mike Sakamoto. So watch for the green tag, and please kokua to help Hawaii's fisheries.
The future of fishing is up to our keiki. Roar Morioka is looking to pass those values on to the next generation.
I've been fishing since I was 5 years old. You know, teaching kids about managing all marine resources supports sustainable fisheries, you know, in the long run.
Oh, good one, Garrison.
We have to teach them early, and then they'll live it for the rest of their lives, you know?
So let's all fish today for fish tomorrow. To learn more, go to fishtoday.org.
It's time for Real Recipes with Dave Lancaster.
Welcome to Real Recipes. I'm Dave Lancaster, and I'm joined today by Hawaii's local entertainer playing at High Steakhouse from Wednesday through Saturdays, my good buddy, and he also cooks too, Mr. Audie Kimura.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Audie, good to see you.
Hey, ready for a little lunch?
Oh, bro, I'm always hungry.
Okay, so I'm not a chef, so this is going to be a real simple but real easy and tasty recipe. We're going to make some fresh island mahi-mahi.
Oh, okay.
Start by heating up a pan with some canola oil.
Okay, something you learned by hanging out in the kitchen at High's?
In my own kitchen. Just before I put it on the pan, I'm going to dash it with a little celery salt.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take our piece of mahi and we're going to put it down top side first.
Okay.
And I'm going to just sear that for about 2 minutes. So.
Okay. Now, is this like an ancient, Kimura family recipe from Japan?
Oh yeah, my grandparents passed it down from generation to generation.
Ooh, well, what did they used to cook in the plantations back then?
Oh, kind of
open fire.
Cast iron skillet.
Cast iron skillet. Oh, you have a name for the recipe?
No, just...
Audie's Mahi Surprise.
Yeah, just mine. Yeah.
You gotta write a song about this, like Lovers and Mahi. What you don't know is Audie also works behind the scenes at Hawaii Goes Fishing. In fact, the theme song, he did that too. So now he's gone full circle. He's behind the scenes, he writes the theme song, and he cooks on the show. Okay, so a couple minutes, he's searing it on one side.
Yeah, just sear a little bit.
Okay. Okay, now you're gonna do the back part.
A little bit celery salt on the back, just a little bit, yeah?
Smelling good already.
Okay. And then so we're gonna flip it.
Okay. Ooh, looks bro. You must be a professional.
No, I don't think so.
Good. So that's what you're looking for, that nice light brown.
Yeah, just seared on the outside.
It's getting harder and harder to find fresh local mahi-mahi too.
Yeah, but thank goodness we have a pretty good supply. The fishermen are good about that. Fresh it's all the whole key to the texture, the taste, the color. You can tell by the color when you look if it's fresh. Right. And something I learned from the guys at Highs, you don't use cheap wine. You don't have to use the $500 a bottle stuff, but it's
not the one that's labeled cooking wine.
Yeah, like a good Chardonnay, you don't have to spend a fortune on it, but just something decent.
Right, you use the wine that you would drink.
Yes, exactly. So about quarter cup Chardonnay. I'm going to just...
Okay, so right now, kind of what you're doing is deglazing the pan and sort of steaming it.
Yeah, kind of like steaming.
Okay. Wow, that's smelling really good.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep track of my time here.
It's like a coffee percolator, just percolating the wine and the sauce.
That's right.
Dripping all over that thing. It looks good, man.
Yeah, it's a healthy dish too, low fat.
Okay, so it's been steaming now for about 6 minutes or so. Yeah, deglazing. Okay, smelling really good. Yep. I know everybody here is very hungry, so I'm ready to dive in.
Okay, let's give it a try. Okay. Take more mahi.
Okay.
I'll plate it right here. We'll take our
capers.
Okay. You can also use tartar sauce too, Tartar sauce is always good on this.
Yeah.
Just put some capers on top.
Only the fine restaurants use this.
Oh, yeah.
This is you can tell he works at Highs.
Okay, and then what we're also going to do, just for a little color.
Okay.
Just because for you, Dave.
Ooh.
Little paprika.
Paprika. Ooh. Looking like Christmas already. Green, red.
There we go.
Yeah.
And some parsley flakes.
Okay.
Okay, so just a little bit. Add some color to our plate.
Well, you should be on Food Network, bro.
No, I don't think so. I don't think any chefs are going to be unemployed because of me. And we'll get you a fork and we can...
Okay. All right. Looking forward to trying this out. Okay, this is the Audie Kimura's ancient Japanese family mahi-mahi with little Chardonnay steamed in a frying pan. Let's check this out. And that's all it is, based celery salt and wine, and white wine.
Yep.
Okay, hang on now. Wait, I'll try the...
Yeah, you can try the salsa on top if you want. You don't have to, it doesn't need it, but you can...
Give you the option, so you try both ways.
Try some capers with it.
Okay, got the capers. Got the salsa.
All you need is musubi and you're all set.
Oh man, Audie Kimura, pan sauteed mahi-mahi here on Real Recipes. This is good, bro.
Coming up, Ken takes Pete on another fun-filled fishing experience.
Ancient Hawaiians drew life from the sea. The ocean was a physical and spiritual resource. Guided by a sacred philosophy of conservation, they lived in balance with their environment. Fishing was a way to provide for their families and connect with the power of the ocean. Many individuals and families still use fishing to maintain a strong connection with Kikai. Fishing is a way of life, a way to bring friends and family together. It binds us to an ancient native tradition, Hanapa'a.
Fish tags and fishermen play an important role in fishery science and management. Through years of appeal tagging, scientists have shown a relationship between Oama and sardine schools and annual papio growth. Bottom fish are now known to move throughout our island state, and satellite tags placed on larger fish in Hawaii have traveled across the Pacific. Your participation plays an important role in the management of our fisheries. Mahalo for being part of the solution, and remember, fish today for fish tomorrow.
In Hawaii, fishing means food.
Fresh fish is our livelihood.
Very important when you have gatherings. You know, raw fish is one of the must-have.
We eat the fish, and I don't think there's a problem with it. Fresh fish is everything to us, and it's something that all of Hawaii wants, needs, and appreciates.
Please help preserve our access to our fishery.
We are on board the Kaylee Y right now, heading out to Shelter Island here in Alaska for what promises to be a very exciting and amazing fishing experience.
Your Alaska Reel Adventure is just a phone call or a click away. Get in touch with Alaska Reel Adventures and come experience this for yourself. I did. And it's a lot better than this.
Arnapol gets out on the ocean every chance he gets. And it's always better if a friend comes along, even if he's a bit inexperienced. It's an unusually calm day, and Ken Arnapol is taking advantage of the lull aboard his boat, the Rainbow Star. Also aboard is his friend and neighbor, Pete Frazier.
Oh, look at that sun coming up. We got it.
Yeah, I got started fishing for Ono. A friend in Volcano taught me how, and then I ran into my buddy Ray, and he started showing me some more. I really like fishing for Ono because they're a challenge. They're quite different fish. And I like the rig. I like trolling. I don't want to use bait and live bait and stuff. And kind of neat. Ono's kind of neat way to go. And it's been a real learning experience trying to figure out what lures catch and when to catch. And I still don't know exactly, but I've been able to do quite a few Ono, over 50 Ono now in 4 years. And rigger 2. Okay, then we'll go to the Ono area.
We're not dragging any lines. You get there faster today, huh?
Well, I think we'll go get there, yeah. I'm going to just try this as we go through the birds a second. Right through those birds over there.
We're going straight ahead.
Okay.
They're in front of us.
Okay.
As usual, they're flying away straight ahead away from us.
Yeah. That means the fish are leaving us too. To put it about 200-300 foot or more behind the boat, where it's behind the wake stuff. Come on, fishy. There's no little fish, and I would have had bites already.
Okay, the birds are gone now. They're dispersed.
You at around 300 feet or not?
322.
Okay, follow that curve. I'm going to start putting the other ones out then. As you can see, the rigging is fairly simple. And the main thing is to go approximately the right speed, which is around, in our boat, in our case, around 10 miles an hour. Ono like it fast, sometimes up to 12. The Ono run is usually the 50 fathom line. We try and follow it along the coast, which is 300 feet, and they seem to be between 200 and 400 feet or so is where they are. At sometimes in the winter you don't catch any Ono at all, and just a rare once in a while. We don't know where they go, at least I don't, and anybody I talk to don't know what happens, but they go away for a while and they come back. And usually April, May is the best months over on the Hilo side here, into June. And the Ono can run on the Kona side 12, 18, 20 pounds, sometimes 30. To this side, the biggest I've got is 72 pounds. We've got quite a few 50-pounders and 40-pounders. 30 seems to be the average on this side. And they're a good fight. And they're a delicious fish. That's the other reason. Ono is Ono. Hook up. Got him. Oh. Left.
Coming left.
I got leader. Come on, tuna. Get over here. Tuna, dinner. Definite dinner.
Number one. Well, at least we got one. We're off to, we can relax a little bit.
Any second here. Hook up. That's what I said, any second here. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, got a little head on this one.
Yeah, he pulled you all the way to the other side, huh?
Whoa, come on back here. Come on, baby. Whoa.
That one seems a little bigger than the last two. It's making you work.
You never know.
It's making you work, whatever size.
Come on. Ooh. What are you doing here?
This used to be the part that made me get sick. I'm glad the drummer made me.
You're feeling good, huh?
I'm feeling fine, yeah.
All right.
No upset stomach, so I'm good.
So it's time for the Dramamine commercial?
I think so. It works for me. Yeah.
There's color.
Yeah, it looks like a good size, man.
That's color. Come on. There we go. Next. Next. All right, back where we're going, Captain.
Hard. You want to make a hard left, hard right?
I don't care. Find the fish.
More?
Yeah, a little more. There we go. That was it. There's your hookup. Come on. This is your turn. You bring this one in. Get Pete on there and I'll drive. Come on, Pete. You got to put your hat on, though.
My hood.
Ooh, you saw the boat. Decided to go a little bit. Must not be too low. You saw the boat. Watch out. Bring him on.
Roger that.
Hey.
Well, that's two.
Let me do this.
Get rid of his hat.
Hey, we got a lot of mouths to feed this time.
Yeah. At least I know I'll get a little fish tonight.
And now, boating basics with Mark Kimura.
How's it, gang? This is Mark Kimura from Honolulu Community College's Marine Education and Training Center. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about VHF radios. More and more, Coast Guard has been recommending that all vessels that go offshore carry with them a VH radio. Now, how do you know if you're getting something good? And what do you think is good enough? Well, since we're in the marine industry, in the marine environment, I highly recommend you find something that is marine rated waterproof. Especially in a small open vessel, it's going to see a lot of salt spray, water, sun exposure. It's just not a very pleasant environment for electronics. So I highly recommend you go and look for something that is probably on the better end, and you're probably going to spend some pretty nice money on it. Along with that is a really good antenna. They have some very inexpensive to some very expensive. See what your budget will allow and try to go for the better antennas. It does make a big difference on the reception of the radio. The radio has to transmit and receive through the antenna, and that tends to be very important. I like to get a radio that has Weather Channel on it. I like to have something that has several features. Probably something that may have a distress on it might be a good microphone that has not only a transmit button and perhaps maybe even something that you can change channels with. This will help if you need to have the radio mounted in a little bit inconvenient position that is not easy to get to. You can actually sit down and scroll through your channels on the microphone itself. The other thing I would like to think about too is if you're purchasing is the kind of mount that you get. I prefer stainless steel. There is plastic mounts that are somewhat less expensive, but being plastic, they tend to get very used, very quickly looking, and it is something that the UVs wear on and the elements and the sun and everything else. So you gotta kind of weigh everything. They also make one that will mount on the rail. If you do mount it on the rail though, you need to make sure that the rail is gonna support the weight of the antenna, the length of the antenna, because all of a sudden it's a whip, and the mount. Some rails may not be that good. So you gotta kind of look around and see where you wanna actually mount it. A lot of these antennas will come with coaxial that cannot be cut to length. You have to also probably make the coaxial or the wire end from the antenna by soldering it on. It has to be stripped back and then soldered into place. There is also electrical provisions that need to be looked at. I like to put my VHF radios and electronics behind a dash mount switch. What this allows you to turn off the radio or turn off the other electronics by turning off a switch, which allows the radio to be depowered. By depowering the radio, you'll also be able to keep it from corroding as fast. The radios will generally have a fuse that needs to be protecting the radio, and it's generally a very small amperage. Okay? So till next time, this is Mark Kimura from Honolulu Community College's Marine Education and Training Center. Aloha, gang.
Next on Hawaii Goes Fishing, Ken and Pete take a little side trip to see some hot new real estate developing.
Even the luckiest fishermen get unlucky sometimes. If your favorite reel ever goes for a swim, here are a few pointers to keep in mind. Thoroughly flush out the salt water and sand. Carefully dry all the parts. And re-lubricate everything when putting it back together. And if you want to be extra sure that it's done right, take it to Nanko Fishing Supply. Nanko Fishing Supply, your one-stop fishing shop on the windward side.
Next on Hawaii Goes Fishing, Naoki Hayashi and Wayne Miyahira find out what lies 1,700 feet below when they fish for black cod in Alaska. We see how a simple test can save us from a lot of grief. And Mitch Takeda and Dwayne Fukumoto try their luck in the Tokunaga Ulua Challenge. All this and more on Hawaii Goes Fishing, Sunday at 5 and all next week.
Local spawning of yellowfin here in Hawaii contributes a vast amount of our population to our local fishery. With that large tagging project, we're able to develop size-specific natural mortality estimates for yellowfin tuna. Surprisingly, the natural mortality levels dropped very low to their minimum at about 10 pounds. After 10 pounds or so, what that tells you is that that fish has a very good chance of surviving in the wild.
The future of fishing is up to our keiki. Roar Morioka is looking to pass those values on to the next generation.
I've been fishing since I was 5 years old. You know, teaching kids about managing all marine resources supports sustainable fisheries, you know, in the long run.
Oh, good one, Garrison.
We have to teach them early, and then they'll live it for the rest of their lives, you know?
So let's all fish today for fish tomorrow. To learn more, go to fishtoday.org.
Ken went out with hopes of picking up an Ono or two. Things can get pretty exciting, and sometimes it's not just fish. Ken went several miles further south to take a look at a natural wonder few of us get to see from the water.
Whoa, there's a big one. Look at it. It's got right there. There's red stuff. See?
You can feel the heat, though.
Lava has been flowing into the sea near Kalapana since 1983. The source of the lava, the Pu'u'o vent, is the longest erupting volcano in Hawaii's recorded history.
Freeze, guys. Whoa, there's an explosion of it. Throwing pieces up and stuff.
It's put out the most lava of any volcano in the East Rift Zone in the past 500 years and added about 500 acres of new land to the coastline.
I guess this is about as close to the flow as you can really get, huh?
Yeah. Hey, that water is hot, Ken.
87.
Yeah, I put my hand in it.
88.
Until Pete met Ken, he never went fishing on a boat, and he was an unlikely candidate as a fishing partner.
How we got started was I was working on my property on the corner right in Old Volcano Road, and Ken's wife stopped by and said, "My husband needs a partner to go fishing. Would you like to go?" For whatever reason, I said yes, although I don't like the water. I mean, out in boats, little boats scare me to death. So I decided I'd try it since I'm retired. I didn't have anything to do either. So after the first time we came out here, I kind of got real sick. But it was fun because we caught fish, right? And the fish tasted great. And I thought about quitting because I was getting sick. My wife said, the fish tastes good and you seem to like it, try it. So I tried it again, got sick again. And then after a while, Ken recommended I try and take some Dramamine. So after about the 5th time I took Dramamine, I got a little dizzy, but not sick, and I decided I really like it out here because I can catch fish. Plus, you're on the water. You know, it's nice out. It's peaceful, and the most beautiful coastline I've seen. Just looking at it from this side.
It was turning into a quiet morning when one of the reels started to buzz.
Keep it straight.
Coming. Yeah.
Slow down. Whoa, we got a marlin on.
Look at that.
Look at this. We got a marlin on!
Yes, you do.
A sailfish! Ah, come on, baby. Don't take it all. Slow down. Slow down.
More?
Yeah, I don't want to lose him. All right, baby. We got the initial run over. Just keep going straight.
Roger that. That's our first sailfish.
Oh, that lure. I love that one I put on. Come on, baby. Where are you? I don't know. He's still there? Maybe not. I think we lost him. Darn it.
That was a big boy, too.
He was a big one.
Yes, indeed.
We got to check the lure, though. He threw the hook.
Probably bit the line. That sword thing cut it. Whatever. He was going sideways. He probably snapped it.
Go faster a second. I want to see my lures. Yeah.
Yeah, he took all that with him.
He took that. He took everything.
He took all that. Well, I said he cut that. He took his knife out and said, "I'm out of here."
He was big. This 80-pound test line, I put too much drag on him probably. Oh well.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, broke it right at the tie, it looks like. I lost my good bird. Ray's bird.
That was neat though. He jumped up there. He just jumped across. That was tough. And I saw whales over here last time we went out. And then the day I saw for the first time flying fish that I didn't know existed. And of course, I've seen my first sailfish today. So it makes it worth the trip just to see that big fish skipping through the water. And I'm glad we didn't catch it because I don't know what to do if we had caught it. You know? Ken would have been in the water by himself. I'm not going in the water. I don't like him that much.
Oh well. Come on, we still want our Ono though.
The Ono weren't biting that day, but seeing lava pouring into the sea and that marlin strike made the trip quite an adventure for Ken and Pete. Well, that's it for today's episode. If you would like to join us on the show, please visit us at hawaiigoesfishing.com. Thanks for watching, everyone. Aloha and a hui ho.
When life asks you to level up, really? We say yes.
Can you lock my card?
Yes, done.
Do I need a real bank now?
Yep, we're real, and we're ready to help.
Hey, can we get a few hands down here?
Yes. Because yes is so much more than the answer to a question. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Since 1981, Shaheen and Gordon has been dedicated to making a difference in our clients' lives. Now, the personal injury attorneys at Shaheen and Gordon are here to serve the people of Hawaii.
But we're not just here when people get injured. We're here for the communities to celebrate and advocate for everything that makes our island special. We'll sing, we'll dance, we'll volunteer, we'll seek justice, and we'll be here when you need us most. Shaheen and Gordon, it's different here.
Across the islands, aloha connects us all. In laughter shared between generations, in hands that heal, and hearts that hold. She dreamed of a Hawaii where everyone could be cared for, and that dream still lives today. You see it in our families, in our communities, in every moment we care for one another. We're here for your health and well-being because what our founders began lives on for you. Your health, our legacy. The Queen's Health Systems.
The very first fish I ever caught.
Aloha! Join us this week for a brand new episode of Hawaii Skin Diver as we set our lines out to catch pelagics on the east side of Oahu.